Well, hello and welcome to another Modern League where we're gonna be playing black and green scales, Golgari scales in Modern. I said last league I wanted to try and try with the black splash instead of the white splash, and we're just gonna try it, see how that feels. It seems to be more popular online. Maybe there's a good reason for that. Sometimes things are popular for no reason, but sometimes things are popular for good reason. Yes, you can see my face. I didn't forget it. I just have lended my webcam to somebody. So they need it for a course or something. So I don't have a webcam. I hope it would be interesting to see if that affects my views in any way. I don't think so. I don't think my face is the main driver for views in these videos. But yeah, we'll see. So black green scales. Let me make this beautiful, so we all can see how it looks. So let's start with the main deck. Let's go over the main deck first. The good thing about not having a webcam is I not have to be careful of not calling the cards. Sort of similar main deck as we had on the other league. Things have changed. Only 2 animation modules, and this is, I think, we're not going over 3 animation modules anymore, at least in the current modern metagame. 3 drums. I was really impressed with drums. I mean, it really was a great addition. So, yeah, more or less the same. One of the additions is one spell card with 3 metallic mimics. Metallic mimic is, I think, has a really great synergy with the rest of the deck, and spell card just seems really well positioned against all these seal of fires, all these cards that don't do a lot of damage. I mean, spell card just laughs at them, by redirecting them to spell card. I'm actually thinking now that, okay, let me see how many green sources I have. So I have 6, 10, 11, 12, 13 green sources, and I have 5, 9, 10, 11, 2, 6, 10, 11, 12 black sources, plus the 3 spin drums. I'm just thinking if this extra score is necessary, or I would rather play a second swamp or a second routine Pidlan. Because Phoenix, lately, one of the ways we've lost games is by not being able to cast lures when we needed to. So maybe it just makes sense to maximize our. Yeah. I will not cut both Phoenix score. I will leave one Phoenix score for now, and then we'll see if I end up changing this for another black source. Maybe a second nurturing peatland, so we're able to. Yeah. So we're able to draw in case we flood out a bit. Let's see. The rest of the main deck pretty similar to what we've seen before. I mean, I don't think there's many changes. And the sideboard, of course, we have Fatal Push. I'm not running Fatal Push in the main deck because Fatal Push is a bit more narrow than. And I'm now actually looking at the camera that's not there, but bear with me. Fatal Push is more narrow than Path to Exile. Path to Exile can also work against big mana decks, but Fatal Push doesn't. So we keep the 3 Fatal Pushes on the sideboard and we bring them in when they're good. 2 Nature's Claims for artifact decks and against burn. There's a Summer against our friend the Lurrus Jund decks and the white decks. White and blue decks, mostly blue decks. 1 Seal of Primodium because it's just really good synergy with Lurrus and we can really take advantage of it. 2 Nihil Spellbombs, also really good synergy with Lurrus. Good against those decks that we were bringing Torpor Crypt against, and stronger against those decks because we can record it and draw cards, which is really, really strong. And this is kind of these 4 cards are kind of combo protection. 1 Pithing Needle for basically Neoform, anything that is activated. Engineered Explosives is a big one. Dumping Sphere against Titan decks. Torpor Orb against humans and also against Titan decks. Against Arnausium, you can stop the Thassa's Oracle. Yeah, overall a good card, I think. Even though we didn't bring it in a lot. Yeah, my new, the thing I wanted to talk about is my new kind of sort of plan against this, against the deck, what's it called, basically Lurrus Jund decks. And my idea is to cut, basically, I was cutting always the Springleaf drums, and I was bringing in more animation models and stuff. I don't think we have a lot of time for that, so the only 2 cards I'm gonna bring in is the 2 Veils of Summer and the 2 Nihil Spellbombs, I think. Maybe also the Fatal Pushes, And then we're just gonna get rid maybe of the Split Leaf Drums, maybe the Spellskite, and the Metallic Mimics. That's the cards I'm gonna be taking out. But I'm definitely not adding more animation modules. Depending on how it works, we may actually just cut the animation models and leave some amount of Split Leaf Drums, maybe on the play. On the draw we like to do that better so we can catch up on mana and try to get ahead. But we'll see. Maybe we don't play against that at all. So I know overall this looks solid. It's not too different from the white version. I mean, and I think all this discussion on white or black version, in the end, most of the time, how you win these scales is by playing Hardened Scales, playing a Ballista, playing a Ravager, or an Immortal Nexus. You know, the rest of the cards, of course, hang out a Walker, but the rest of the cards are strong and they for sure have their moments, but the core of the deck is what's really strong. The rest is just something that we can, you know, we can leverage sometimes, but it's not key to the deck. So let's see how we're running. Yeah, I'm just gonna run it. Hopefully this is the right deck. I never know. It looks like the right deck. So yeah, yes, I'd like to join this league. I'll play. Close this. Oops. Close this. I think there was somebody that had posted a sideboard guide. I'm curious what they bring against Lurrus. Jund. Fata pushes Veils and they take out the Metallic units. Yeah, maybe makes sense. Oh, we found a match. Okay, sorry, that I almost missed it. It would be a waste of time. We're on the draw. We're against Retro Gaming 86. Yes, I have a Lurrus. What are you? Do you have a Lurrus also? They do have Lurrus. See? At least it was an opening good one. Right off the bat, we're on the draw. Can we wait to play this a bit later? And I think the answer is yes. I mean, I'm not loving this. But I'm against the Lurrus deck, they'll probably have these cards, so maybe they will discard the Hardened Scales anyway. So I'll keep it. Not super excited about not being able to cast 2 of our 5 spells in 2 of our spells, but that's what it is. Mistress Bubble, they bubble themselves, so they have fetch land. What is this? Garrison Cat. And ooh. Suddenly when it comes to 2/3 white and black elemental creature that with lifelink. Okay. So they also have fetch land in addition to this. Well, that's not good. That's what we can do. Just gonna play the worker. Not excited about not having the Hardened Scales number 1. You know, it's funny because you say, oh, maybe this Phyrexian Scourge should be a color source to help with making sure that we cast our spells on time because we only have 13 green sources on 1. Bam. Punish the first time. And I just didn't really want to mulligan it. The hand otherwise was really great. You know, like this had been an nurturing pillar on my god. Like, so there's some kind of black and white maybe Taxes deck or basically a grindy deck. I don't know exactly what kind of grindy, but a grindy deck. Oh no, maybe they are. Oh, that's an Absent stuff. Oh, that's a Seal of Fire. Well, that's a dead worker. Bit of a waste, of course, to lose a worker like that, but. Yeah, I wish I had drawn this earlier. I'm gonna play the Ozolith. Play Phyrexian Score. Pass. This way, maybe, I don't know, depends on what they're wanting to play. So far they only have casted the Seal of Fire, so I'm not really sure what their plan is. This is Mardu, actually, that's the thing, that's a combination. Maybe next turn we're able to draw a green source, we can get Hangarvike and Hardened Scales. That'd be super nice. Because this turn they can actually cast a Lurrus if they want to. They are looking at us. So they know what we're drawing. What are we drawing, opponent? Can we know? Yeah. Imagine how different this game would have been if we started with Hardened Scales. We would have a hanger like with 2 counters on the play or the Throne of Geth right now. That's a swamp. Maybe it's just Mardu Lurrus. Maybe just go for it. Start getting the value. Well, they do. Guess they'll get a Mishra's Bible back. Definitely a strong play. I mean, I think we really would like to draw Green Source. I mean, god damn it, that would be amazing. We'll feel fairly unlucky if we don't. Yeah, you can draw your cards. That sucks. That's not fun. Yeah, that was maybe my fault for not mulling on the hand, but I think the hand was excellent except for the fact that we don't have green. I mean, we are in deep trouble. Our opponent is drawing 2 cards a turn. We can still come back because we have a very powerful set of cards in hand. But yeah, that's definitely this 3 extra score. I'm really regretting it. I will get Baltic Seal of Fire, they will just Mishra's Bubble. They get Baltic Seal of Fire. It's probably a smart play, they have 7 cards in hand already. And they just, oh my god. That's not good. I mean, super bad. Sucks. Okay. I mean, it doesn't even make sense to play the hanger back, but I guess we will. Okay. Can of course sacrifice it to get a. What are you doing? Scoring's command? So target discards a card. We'll shoot it. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna see this game. We're not gonna win this game. Too much card advantage, too many 2-for-1s. Just gonna lose. Alright, so we're bringing in the Fatal Pushes, Nihil, Spell Bombs, Bezu Summer. And we are cutting on a Splinter Drum, Metallic Mimics, Spellskite, and what else do we want to cut? Maybe a Worker? There's 2 extra cards. Maybe we don't need so many Fatal Pushes. Nah, let's cut the Spindly Drums. I think the Spindly Drum is just not great in this matchup. I would rather have lands and efficient threats and efficient answers rather than the extra mana. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe on the draw we want to have it more so we can get back into mana and maybe set out the Throne of Geth. Basically from there, I mean, they're drawing 2 cards a turn, they have always a Seal of Fire up. Oh lord! I mean, okay, we have the Ozolith, but we're still another hand without the green source. But I guess this one is better because we have the Ozolith. We give 7 as well. Yeah, I guess we're playing the Ozolith and hoping. That's a discard spell, most likely. Oh, how comes this way? Interesting. Interesting card to play in Lurrus, Mardu. Maybe they play 4 colors, I don't know. Second Fatal Push. I guess I just need to play a Hanger by Walker. Not excited about it, but Wow, but it's not finding. I mean, I'm also playing 2 4s, not 1 2 swamps, so even increase 1 by 1 my green sources, but it's not really paying off so much. Guess that's a Fado push or a discard spell. Discard spell. Okay, I don't really care much about any card in my hand right now. I'm guessing they will take the Hardened Scales. Yeah, we can get it back to Lurrus eventually. That's a Silverfire maybe? A Bolt. Okay. Of course I don't want this to be bigger. They didn't take any damage from the line so far, it's just pretty strong. I'm thinking I'm just gonna move the counters because why not? Gain for 2. They know about the Fatal Push, they don't know about this card I just drew, so I'm just gonna play the Album Worker. Needs a land drop again. This has been pretty bad. Feels like we always start every league against the same kind of deck. And we get... Yeah, I mean... It looks like our deck kind of collapses against this deck, I don't know. They're not doing anything special, they just discard it and kill the creature, but just the fact that we didn't have Hardened Scales out, I mean, it really hurts us. Like, ideally this game we would like to start with Hardened Scales. Okay, Death of Winter. Yeah. So we would like to start with Hardened Scales, then play Worker and Ozolith, and then play the Hangover the turn after. But instead we're stuck with this kind of pretty bad hand. Ravager. Do we think they are more removal? Because if they don't, then we draw land. Then if we draw land, then we can play the Worker, sack it. 1 counter goes here, 2 counters go here, move 2. No, it's just not enough. Yeah, I'm just gonna play the Worker. Yeah, I will move the counters so I can actually put them on the Inmouth Nexus. Yeah, missing so many land drops is just brutal. Like, we have played 4 lands in total these games. Both games together, and we have not seen a green source yet. Maybe we should just mulligan. Maybe I'm just not. I need to rethink how I'm playing this matchup. I've been saying this before, but maybe I used to be very aggressive, very afraid of mulliganing this matchup, but maybe I should just mulligan a bit more. Since we have a companion anyway, we can always make a less card hand kind of get back into the cards with companion. But we cannot do that if we don't draw hands, right? Now we are really behind mana. I mean, if they have more than 1 card for removal, they can destroy our Inmouth Nexus. I mean, I don't know if I even dare make my Inmouth Nexus a creature, because they can have a Fatal Push. But I think we're so far behind that we kind of have to. I mean, don't love it. Yeah, you have a Fatal Push. Yeah. Expected. But we're so far behind, honestly, that I don't know how we come back from this game. They can play Lurrus next turn and start generating value with the Silverfire, and they also have a Dark Confident. Okay, well I can kill a Dark Confident, that's something. Well, that's a Blooming Marsh. I'll just cast it on the Dark Confident now. Okay, actually 5 is not so good answer to Lurrus next turn. At least they don't draw cards out of it, right? 1. They can actually get back the Dark Confident, which is super good. Wow. Yeah, they should get back the Dark Confident. Man, maybe I should not have gone for it. Who knows? But no permanent. Does it work? Oh, I know how this will work. Oh, now we know. Okay, so you can. Oh, alright. Damn it. Okay, that was pretty bad. But yeah, I'm just gonna get the ballista down. What can you do? I mean, I didn't know this, that you actually couldn't target a card unless it had a... I should both. So you couldn't target a card unless you had and so you can target him even though he will not die. Interesting. I mean, we may still in this in spite of all this misplays. Collision's command. That's pretty brutal. I guess they're thinking if we wanna... Yeah, I actually didn't know this, that you couldn't target something. So you can actually target it, it just will not do anything if it has more than 2 CMC. I don't know what I was expecting actually. So they get back the Lurrus. That's when he heals Spellbound becomes really strong. Oh. Really nice to have it last turn. So at least we can style opponent's graveyard. I'm gonna wait until they cast the Lurrus to exile it, so they don't, I mean, maybe they misplay. Okay, this is the light link, right? It's just wrong. You know, we have to draw a card, maybe we can get our Lurrus down. Dead of Winter, on non-slow creatures get -X, -X. Sure. So they have Lurrus in hand. Yeah, I'm gonna exile their graveyard, I wanna draw. Seems like we're drawing lands amazingly. I'm gonna get Ravage it down. I mean, if they draw a removal spell, good for them, you know. But I think I would rather get the Ravager dead. Maybe we draw another land and we can actually play the Ozolith. So that's oh, okay. So it's making this creature. So I have a mystery card and Lurrus. I don't know about it, man. So mystery card plus Lurrus. I just want to get Bali immediately out of my Lurrus, so I'll wait for the land, basically. Play a mountain. Lingering Souls, get 2 tokens, sure. Because it's flashback, get 4 tokens, sure. Ballista. Are they dead? So we make 4 top tier. Yeah, they're dead. They only have they have the Lurrus, so well, in spite of our kind of right. Yeah, so this will be that's a kill. Yeah, he's gonna sit from the game. Maybe we just need one of the springly drums. Fatal Push, I mean, they dealt with Dark Confident, but they don't seem to be playing so many creatures, so maybe go down 1 Fatal Push, up 1 springly drum, and I'm not sure about animation model actually. Maybe when I have a second spin. No, I will cut 1 and I'll get Throne of Death and add the second spin later on. I'm not even sure if I want any Throne of Deaths. Actually, I'm just gonna cut it when I get the Fatal Pushes in. Yeah, I think that sounds better. Throne of Deaths just sounds like we don't have enough fodder for it. So, just like running like this. I mean, let's see. Okay, we have an animation one, we have 4 lands, we have Heal Spellbomb. I think this hand is great. It's a grindy. They pick 7, I also give 7. One's the first time in history that my opponent has less time than me. Let's see what they do. They target me, so I guess they don't have a decision to make. They will not have another black source for the discard spell they're gonna play. So let's just do this. I don't know, maybe they take the animation module, maybe they take the Heal Spellbomb. There's no way they can destroy this turn 1, so I'm most likely gonna cast it if they discard the animation module. If they discard the Ravager, I'll probably play the animation module. I will be pretty surprised if they discard the Heal Spellbomb, but who knows. They have 4 cards in hand, they're gonna draw 1. On the play condition, because they're like, okay, they did discard another Nish's Bubble. So they are really in the Lurrus plan if they're discarding the Nihil Spellbomb, so we should also be trying to get a Nihil Spellbomb down as fast as possible. Yeah, so yeah, you draw cards, okay. Actually, no. Okay, so that's Bloody Marsh. It's gonna get back down the animation module. Basically, I feel that if we're able to get an Heal Spellbomb down and exile those Mishra's Vowels, we'll be in good shape, because it seems our opponent's plan is to try to get a fast Lurrus and get value out of it, and I guess they also have Colligan's Command to get more value. Oh my god, that's the third Mishra's Vowel. I mean, if we're able to exile that, they basically don't have more recurring easy value, right? So they are targeting us to see what we draw. I'm guessing next turn, as much as I don't like it. Let's see what we do next turn. And it's a bit clunky. Like, animation module, again, not the best turn 1 play. The only reason it's good is because later in the game it can be good. So mountain, Croxa. So they Croxas. need to discard a card. I think I would rather keep my threater thing. So I'll keep both the black sources to cast this. Yeah. I wish I drew a Nihil Spell. That's our best update right now. And then they sacrifice the clock, so sure. That's our best update by far. Exiling all their rigor, that's super strong. Oh yes, Scales. Yeah, I would like to take the time to cast the Scales and put another on top. So we can actually respond to Lurrus. If they decide to cast the Lurrus, we can play Ballista and shoot it down. Which is nice. Okay, another discard spell. That means no Lurrus. I guess it will take Rally. Okay, interesting. May have even another discard spell. Yeah, definitely. We draw Nihil Spell and we're gonna 100% Nihil Spell on them. So much value in exiling all these cards and also drawing an attack from it. So they miss Alandra, interestingly. Then our wastes. That's good for next turn. This will never be a 1-1, right? Do you think they will? I mean, most likely they have removal, right? If not, why would they? But I guess I would rather make they use the removal on this. I'm gonna tap like this. I'm gonna tap the Tender here, even though I normally don't like to tap it. Anyway, I'm gonna tap everything anyway. I'm just gonna make a servo. Sure. If they have a lightning bolt, so be it. 2 damage to them. They use the lightning bolt on the ballista instead of something more important, maybe. Here to Lurrus, we can kill it. I made that a Seal of Fire. I'm gonna Slave. Oof. I don't really understand why they're playing the Alchemist Slave. Maybe they have the Red of Winter. I mean, that's a good card, but yeah, they're shocking. Fatal Push on the Ballista. I'm gonna shoot them. I know why they would shock, I guess. They have. I don't know why would they be shocking for? Maybe these cards, so maybe they have another Fatal Push in hand or a ball or something. Okay. I'll attack with the servo. Should I put a counter on this? Actually, I could. You know what I could do is I could make this a bit bigger. Yeah. Let's attack anyway. Could make it a bit bigger and then I use my mana a bit more efficiently. Let's see if they fall for it. Okay, I'm gonna. You know, 2 damage could be relevant. And I think I would rather play Ballista than play Lurrus right now. I want them to use all the removal on the walking ballistas, and why did they shock it? Doesn't make sense. That's a 4th Mishra's Bubble they drew, but I guess they just drew this, which kind of is a blank. Like, doesn't really let them do anything. So you can see my draw. They have that winter. We need to remember that, so we shouldn't. I don't think we should play Lurrus next turn. We can just put a counter here with animation module, 2 counters, and then make another servo. That is winter only does -1/-1, -2/-2 right now. Yeah. Interesting game. Three cards in hand. Our opponent is a thinker. It's more of a thinker than even us. Yeah, decides not to do anything. Draw card. Put 2 counters. Okay, that's a nozzle. So we put 2 counters here. There will be a 4/4. We attack 4/6, and then it goes down to. That's kind of nice. I'm gonna put the counters. Okay, so that's the bolt. They don't sit. We beat the enemy! Okay. It's funny because they made fun of us when we misplayed with the fatal push and then they misplayed with the bolt. So I guess sometimes you. Yeah, we were a bit lucky for sure. We're super lucky game 2. This game, I think, holding on the Lurrus, like whoever plays the Lurrus last has a lot of advantage, especially if they tap out for their own Lurrus. I mean, at that point, I was also waiting for getting my 5th land to be able to get the Ravager back, or get the Nihil Spellbomb and get immediate value. So not be forced to, because if I get this Nihil Spellbomb, I probably just need to use it to exile their graveyard. But yeah. They have so many I don't really like this deck. They have so many cantrips that don't do anything. Archon Astrolabe, it's good when you have something that can take advantage of it, like Iceland Coddle, or you're playing, Yorion and stuff like this, or Urza. But in this deck, it's just literally a cantrip that can be used with a lot of your cards. And I don't know. I guess the white was only for Lingering Souls. Still, the Phyrexian score, really not the dream. Much rather have colored mana, but we were fine this game. The other games, it was really sad how long it took us to find the colored mana. But here with a 4/4 we attack, basically we would attack for 6. They will be down to 5. Anything they do, if they tap out, we just put 2 counters on the ballista and kill them. If they don't tap out, we attack again, and then they need to tap out, and basically at that point they are just not in a good spot. And we also have our Lurrus too for a backup. I would probably, let's say, if I would attack, they go to 5, and then it's their next turn, and they keep a mana up, and then they remove the ballista and they go down to 1 or something. At that turn, just to be extra sure, I would have played the. Actually, they're probably anyway dead because it was the Cerberus, But if they have something, let's say they have that the Winter next turn and somehow they can wipe us and they go down to 1 and we have nothing in play, then I would probably, I don't know what I would be drawing, but I crashed. Anyway, I would probably just get back the Lurrus and get back the Nihil Spellbomb and exile their graveyard, which is one of the only ways where they come back into this game. And then they would be very low on cards to deal with the Lurrus, and from there, a million of our top decks win the game also, so we will be in good spot. Nice, we beat the enemy, let's say 2-1. I mean, not my best play at all. For the first game was really terrible, like not finding any green swords and having 3 of our 8 green spells in hand, terrible. Second game, I think they just basically, the way I've seen this deck is that they want to play like a mid-range deck, but they didn't have anything to close the game with. Like, they had only valuable plays. So eventually, when they are only 1-on-1s, they didn't have any pressure. So I didn't feel pressure at all in any of the games, even the one we lost. So we first were lucky to do that walking ballista that shut down both the Lurrus and the Dark Confident, but it looked like they didn't have a way to pressure us. I don't know what was their plan. I think I like more the normal Jund. yeah, I'll stop the video for now, and I will go do some exercise. Well, hello, back again for round 2 of our little league, here with black green scales, Golgari scales that I cannot find on my list of decks. Is it this one? Yeah, we got it. So this is the list, just as a quick reminder. Very punished by having his 3x score, but I just want to show something real quick. That's Nikachu. Super Qualifier was won by Eldrazi Tron. Eldrazi Tron and Tron both making a comeback. So I'm pretty happy that we're packing both. We're packing 2 Damping Spheres. Yeah, Damping Sphere and Seal of Primordium very good against Eldrazi Tron. And the big change they made is that they added Simian Spirit Guide to just accelerate their cards, and they have changed their sideboard quite a bit to be more resilient against aggressive decks. And I've seen the list that just basically, I think it was Otakun's list. It's running 2 Radiance Fountains as a sideboard, which I find really cool. So this may be a matchup we're going to be finding more of. I think people abandoned this deck way too quick. This deck has ramp, it has early game, power, and late game, we know with Karn the Great Creator and the Wishboard, plus the Emrakul they even packing. Man, this can beat you at any time in the game, basically. So that's the thing. And Tron, not this version of Tron, but I've seen a lot of Tron running red. So, you know, we're playing with Tron, we need to be careful with Lightning Bolt. Like, I mean, it's not something you would expect from them, but Lightning Bolt definitely it can blow us up. So let's see. Let's continue our league. We are 1-0. We beat Mardu value cards. I don't know how you call it. It wasn't that. It looked very. You know, we had pretty bad luck game 1 and okay luck game 2. We actually were pretty lucky game 2, and then game 3 we kind of just dominated. Yeah, I'm still not convinced animation module is what we want to be doing against that deck, and I think that deck specifically was running Mardu instead of Jund. Mardu basically, it was only for Lingering Souls, as I could see. The white was only for Lingering Souls, and you know, Lingering Souls, it doesn't close the game like a Tarmogoyf. You know, Tarmogoyf turn 2 is really scary to deal with when you're playing against. This deck, this hand, we're on the draw. We are on the draw. That's when you wish the Splendid Drums were they were actually they were lands. We have 2 draw steps to draw land, and then this hand becomes quite awesome actually. May not be 2 Splendid Drums, but I think we're just gonna keep it. Oh, they're mulliganing. What are they playing? Giganta. So we're against Tron, most likely. 4 cards. Okay, so we're against Tron. I just talked about it. I look like a visionaire. But they are mulligan to 4, looking for some Tron. I'm guessing Tron pieces. We shouldn't be too happy. So getting too ahead of ourselves, because mulliganing to 4, Tron can still beat you pretty easily as long as they have Tron and they just keep drawing threats. Then you will lose, right? So we need to be sort of lucky to find a land in the next 2 draw steps. I'm even considering if I want to cast the Spoonleaf Drum turn 1, and then we could actually get down the Metallic Mimic and the Hardened Scales, and then cast the Hungerback Walker. That's probably our best. Holy shit, that's a mulligan to 3. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody mulligan to 3. Like, best case scenario, you have Tron. That's the best case scenario. I mean, I guess, yeah, they didn't like their hand, so they put. I guess they just have Tron. I mean, if they don't have Tron right now, like, oh, Chromatic Star is not Tron. Interesting. So that's a Nozolith. I'm still gonna play the Spinleaf Drum, hoping to draw a land next turn. I mean, unless they have the absolute nuts that they find the 3rd Tron piece really quickly, and then they start drawing only threats from their own, I think we have a bit of time, so even if we miss a land drop, we will be fine. I'm guessing they have Ancient Sphinx, Chromatic Sphere, pass the turn. Okay, so we did not find the what's that called? Did not find the land, so we're just gonna play that. Oops, that's red. That's not green. That's green. So we're gonna play green. We have a really good, like, once we draw a second land, we have an awesome turn with when we will be able to play both the Ozolith. We basically will be able to play a whole hand. I don't think it was a fine keep. We have 22 lands in our deck. Okay, that's the Llano overweight. That's super good. Yikes. That's true. Yikes. So what are we gonna do is we're gonna cast our Metallic Mimic. We're gonna name Construct with it. Then we're gonna tap it. We're gonna cast the another Spring-Leaf Drum, in fact. So then we're gonna play Ballista for X equals 0. Hangaba for X equals 0. Gonna give him the sad face. And then we can actually tap, for example, Ballista to cast the Ozolith. And I mean, from this position on, we are in pretty good shape. Not gonna lie. So they have 4 cards in hand now. Oh, I guess all threats. So that's a land. Well, that's the same land. Damn it. Well, that's still a scrying. That gives them a chance. You know, it's not over until it's over. They have 2 more turns and they can get run down. So that could be problematic. Oh, that's second Hardened Scales. Damn. So we can attack for 6. I like to get animation module and skills down this turn. Maybe put a counter over the Hangaback. I don't know what even what's best. Yeah, I will cast animation module. Should I tap and so I can? Nah, I think I just need to be aggressive, honestly. So I'm just gonna play the second Hardened Scales. I mean, they know what we're playing at this point. It's not much point in hiding it. So yeah, they just concede. Yeah. Okay, so sideboarding against Tron. They're playing this version most likely. Maybe they are the same guy. No, J. Clark. Let's see here. So yeah, so basically it's the normal Tron. They just play a bunch of they have less Oblivion Stones, which is really nice. So we're gonna bring in the Pithing Needle. I'm gonna change the view real quick. Can I make it a bit bigger? Short. I can't. I don't know how to apply field. Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay, now we can see. So I'm gonna bring in the Pithing Needles, the Nature's Claims, the Damping Spheres. Torpor Orb is only really good against Ulamog and Factors, I guess. So it's not really worth it. Veil of Summer, no Needles. Seal of Primordium. I mean, could be. Actually, I don't even know if they play Crown of the Great Creator. Maybe they don't. What is this list? Okay, they also. Wow. Conduit of Ruin. I've never seen this card. When you cast a Conduit of Ruin, you may search your life for a colorless cube you cast with cost 7 or greater, reveal it and then shuffle your library, put the card into the top of it. The first cube to spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. Wow. Interesting. So, yeah. So, cards to cut in this matchup. Animation module. I mean, they're playing the Lightning Bolt, but is it really worth having Spell's Guide? Probably not. And we have 2 more cards to cut. Probably just gonna cut a Worker. This matchup is sort of out of speed, so let's try to get speedy. Um, Tron is really good in this matchup. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not on the draw. Yeah, splinting drums I like. Yeah, we bring a bunch of hate. Let's see. Maybe they self-destruct again. Not sure. I haven't played against like this Tron. I haven't played against Tron in a long time. Like Tron like this. Not in a long time. Is bad. But I think this hand is nice because it has Damping Sphere. And that's the hate card we want against them. And he also has Pithing Needle for the Oblivion Stone, which is probably one of our biggest. I mean, we can always, if they play Expedition Map turn 1, we could Pithing Needle it. If they mulligan to 4 and they start with Expedition Map, maybe it's worth it to Pithing Needle it. Excuse me. So I'm guessing they keep at 5. They're thinking what to put back. Yeah, this Pithing Needle can really slow them down. I'm guessing, seeing what they did last game, they are more reluctant to mulligan this time around. Okay, that's an Urza's Tower. Okay, they did not play Expedition Map, so no need to, of course, Pithing Needle it. There's a Moving Marsh. In that case, I'm just gonna start with Hardened Scales. It's a good draw. That's a really good draw. So next turn we can either Damping Sphere. If I see there's either have a way to get Tron, I will Damping Sphere. Slows us down as well, which is not great, but okay. So this is not Tron at all. Let's see. This is the red version. Oh, this is super beautiful. Nature's Claim are Hardened Scales. Sure. They have a Damping Sphere, so we're not gonna Damping Sphere next turn because there's no way they can get Tron, so there's no point. There's a second Ravager. So what's the choice here? We could get the Metallic Mimic down, but that doesn't do much without a construct. We could get a Ravager down. Probably that's the best choice. Get Metallic Mimic down and name Beast for next turn. So next turn they cannot have Tron either, so I'm kind of positive this is not a super good line, but let's gonna try. I never actually, we don't name Beast very often with Metallic Mimic. Just gonna name Beast and pass the turn. So they also have a Lightning Bolt, so if they bolt it, that's okay. It's not the most important card in our deck right now. Okay, so that's another Tron piece. Let's see what they do. Maybe they still scrying for the next Tron piece. Ancient Sting. So if they get the Urza's Mine, then we're gonna Damping Sphere for sure. I'm gonna start getting in there with a Metallic Mimic. Getting in there. Of course, Pithing Needle can go into Karn Liberated if we see that that could be, but Oblivion Stone is really strong and can really blow our whole board. Something about them blowing up the Hardened Scales so early tells me that they may not have Oblivion Stone, but we don't need to cast it right now. Normally, what will happen, what I've seen sometimes it will happen, is that they will cast Oblivion Stone with the old-fashioned way, like for 3 mana. Does it cost 3 mana? Yeah, I think that's right. Oblivion Stone. Yeah, it costs 3 mana. They will cast it for 3 mana, and then they will wait to blow it up with 5 mana, which is they can do in 2 turns. Puts Karn the Great Creator into her hand with Ancient Stirrings. Okay. So let's see. Okay, that's Llanowar Wastes. I mean, they have Karn the Great Creator in hand. we could name it with Pithing Needle, and that's a guarantee hit, but still. So next turn they have access to 8 mana. I kind of want to commit to the board. 8 mana is enough to Oblivion Stone us, so maybe I want to Pithing Needle it. I think that's what I need to do. Okay, I'm gonna attack with a Metallic Mimic first of all. So they have Karn the Great Creator and 2 unknowns. They took a while to decide, so my guess is that they either, yeah, could be that they have a threat, in fact. So, play Llanowar. Yeah, get Ravager down. This will be a 2/2 Ravager. Of course, they can still minus it. Should I just Pithing Needle the Karn the Great Creator? I think I'm just gonna do that, you know. Karn. Maybe they have another thing, but Karn the Great Creator. If they have Oblivion Stone, so be it. Next turn we can actually play. Okay, that's not Tron. That's good. So that's green. That's strange. So they have Sylvan Scrying, yeah. That's Sylvan Scrying, but I already played a land. It's kind of bad. Maybe they're looking for a Blast Zone. But why would you play a land first? I guess you, yeah. They've Karn Liberated, whatever they find with Sylvan Scrying. And Blast Zone. So they're looking for Blast Zone to get rid of this Pithing Needle. Joke's on them, we can bring it back with Lurrus. So, Blast Zone, Karn the Great Creator, and an unknown. And they don't have Tron. Okay. Options. We can get another Ravager down. I think I'm just gonna start by Ancient Stirrings. We have 1, 2, 3 counters. Let's see if we can find an Ozolith. Blooming Marsh, Armang Worker, Springleaf Drum, Walking Ballista. Probably Working Ballista, right? Any order. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna get the other Ravager down. And yes, why not? Attack. And we have Damping Sphere for next turn. Even they could get Tron, but definitely next turn we're gonna Walking Ballista and Damping Sphere, and I think they could be that. Let's see what it excuse me. Let's see what they play. So they have Blast Zone, Karn the Great Creator, and 2 unknown cards. That's a Blast Zone. Okay, so they play nothing. Of course, that means that they could have a Lightning Bolt. So we want to be certainly a bit careful about what we're doing here. A second Ballista. An option that we could have is to bring back Lurrus and progress Hardened Scales. I kind of like that. Blast Zone can only kill Pithing Needle, and then we can actually attack for lethal, in fact, because we can sack this, get 2 counters, sack this, get 2 counters, sack the Ravager. So actually we can sack here, 4, 6, sack with this one, that would be 5, 11. Oh, that's not lethal. I think I'm gonna attack, see what they do. Actually, in fact, they're only at 7, so we could, if we play, so we have, actually we can basically have lethal on board. So if they tap out, they're basically dead. Yeah, they didn't use their mana at all. So if at any point they tap out for a big creature or big card the Great Creator, we are in commanding position. Because we can just sack, there's Ravager, we can sack the Metallic Mimic, we can sack the Pithing Needle, we can sack this Ravager to the other Ravager, so that will be 7 counters total, and then they're at 7 life. So that'll be game. So that's Tron though. So they have Crown the Great Creator and 2 more cards. Let us be careful. Still, as always, I like to say this many times, but let them make the first move, right? So they blast zone for 1, so they can destroy the Pithing Needle. That's fine. That's the only card they can destroy. Everything else will not die. Still have a lot of mana available. Counter the Great Creator. Of course they could bolt, but we can do is sack the Mimic. We can sacrifice, cancel. This Ravager can move the counters over here. It's 5, 6. I can sacrifice this Ravager. Move the counters over here. Kind of spraying them out. Yes. At this point, just shoot them down for death. They have concealed. Sure. We didn't even get to play Damping Sphere. Yeah, I think, well, that was the match. Definitely our opponent was not at the luckiest streak, especially at game 1. Game 2, you know, I think we had a pretty good hand and we were aggressive. The Pithing Needle on the Counter the Great Creator, I think our opponent should just have looked for the mine. Maybe they had the mine already, I don't know. But definitely playing that tower was a mistake. You should play either the Blast Zone and blow it up that turn, the Pithing Needle. Or they should play the Blast Zone and blow up the needle as soon as possible. Or Sylvan Shrine for Nurza's mine and, you know, maybe just get the Current Creator down. That's 5 life for you, you know. That's normally I would attack it down because it doesn't allow me to use my damage. And you know, this game we did something a bit unorthodox, which is to put the Metallic Mimic on Beast, but it's something you can do. And in this case we have 2 Ravagers, so that's kind of we got 2 extra counters thanks to that, and in the end that's actually the reason we killed them, right? Because the Ravagers had extra damage, and they had also extra counters that we could put into the walking ballistas. Of course, here they could have had an Nature's Claim, kill one of the ballistas when the thing was on the stack, but then they go down to 1. Next turn we cast Lurrus, bring back the ballista, and we kill them, right? So that's just how it is. So I'm gonna be right back, and I'll see you for round 3. That took a bit longer than expected. I'll try to edit it out if I remember, or I will just upload it like I always do. Forget and be a bad maker of videos. We're here with GR Scales. We're gonna play round 3 of this league. We're 2-0 in this league. Took a bit of a lucky break on match 1. That was, the Scales gods wanted me to Naga, which one that shed her scales, or that race that shed her scales, wanted us to win, so we won. And then game 2, like match 2, we're fairly lucky against Tron, but sometimes Tron, they will self-destruct. That's what happens, they just play. This guy is a greedy, what can we say? And they self-destructed, and game 2, we basically had a firm control of the game with Pithing Needle, and then we also had an extra Damping Sphere on top of that, so yeah, we're in good position. Definitely not a matchup where the Path to Exiles would have been coming in handy. Or Lurrus matchup. So our second Lurrus match of the game, of the league, and we're having this hand that actually doesn't look so bad. It does not look so bad. Probably have these cards. We are going second. We are on the draw. I don't think this hand is bad. I think this hand is fine. Can cast Lurrus. It's not really painful. Let's see, we're playing against Burn. Spellskate is really good against Burn. Oh, we're playing the mirror? Oh, what are we playing? Oh, we may be playing against the... That's not so exciting. Oh, yes, we are almost definitely playing the mirror. Cool. Gargamel, nice to meet you, man. You can follow my channel if you... Oh, boy. That's the way to win the mirrors, is by drawing Hardened Scales. So... yes, I'm just gonna cast the Hardened Scales and pass it on. Yeah. Probably next turn, Spin Lift Drum. It's not really good. Pendelhaven. They also have Scales. Will they cast a Worker now? I bet they do. Yes, that's a Worker. And they can tap it. Oh, that's like a strong start by them. And Ancient Syrinx. Alright, that's not a bad start at all. We will actually, guys, Spellskite, really strong in the mirror. Modular can be redirected to Spellskite. Make life miserable. That's an Steel Overseer. Interesting. Interesting choice for sure. Do we think they will... Wow, that's a fancy Steel Overseer. So, I'm pretty sure what I like to do is cast the Hangabag Walker. Get on the board. Spellskite also good and prevents any modular shenanigans that could be happening next turn. You know what? I'm gonna play the Spellskite. So basically, when there is modular on the stack, you can pay 2 life and you can redirect the modular to Spellskite. So basically, effectively costing you 2 life to stop it, right? So that's pretty nice. Another Ancient Syrinx. They stirred a ton of Ancients. Next turn we can Spin Lift Drum, we can Ancient Syrinx, Spin Lift Drum, and hopefully if we find a line, get a Hanger back down. It's 6 Garmel, and they found the Ozoliths. Also, you can pay to redirect the contest from the Ozolith. May have a path. And no, they play Steel Overseer, sure. They did middle hand drop. Okay, not the dream. Not the worst, not the best draw. Actually, a pretty bad draw, in fact. I will start Ancient Syrinx, try to find a land. And then I can try to get Spin Lift Drum down. Yeah. Wow, there's no lines in there. But I can have a Ballista, I guess. That's not bad. Yeah, I guess I'll just get the Spin Lift Drum down. That's pretty bad, not finding a line. That means that I will start getting counters into this thing, and that can become problematic. But still, they cannot sacrifice it, so maybe they don't know this interaction. I could tap for 1 mana, but that doesn't do anything, so sure, I'm just gonna pass. Pass and try to block the... I will not block, actually. So we have 3 mana available. Let's see if we find a land next turn. Oh, they did find a land they needed, so they have the Ozolith and 2 Unknown in hand. I feel behind. I think next turn we're able to get Throne of Geth and Ballista down, sacrifice the Splendid Drum, proliferate, start shooting things down, then we could be in good shape. Oh yeah, the Mirror is definitely an interesting experience. Ravager, that's a lot of counters. The Ozolith, listen, maybe they don't know this interaction, which could be fun. I'm 100% gonna take. Okay. Sack here, so they put 2 counters, that's 4 counters, they sack, that's 8 counters, move. That's 10 counters, they move, that's 12. No, that's not death, but it's really approaching. And again, modular cannot be used, so I'll take it. I will not block, of course. They will pound the Steel Overseer, I'm guessing. Yeah. Steel Overseer sometimes a card that you're like, oh man. So you have 1 mana available, you want to do something with that? Or just pass, that's fine too. Let's aim on Nexus, that's good. Should we get a Ballista down? You can start getting counters onto it, and then next turn hang back. Yeah, but we just need to block next turn, right? Because if they sack, no. Okay, we can still redirect the modular. That's true. Maybe we can get both Hangback Walkers down, or both Hangback and a Ballista down. It's probably the best. Only 1 card left in hand, right? So do we wanna? You know what? I think I'm just gonna play the Hangback Walker. Yeah, Ravager gives them a big advantage, and we need our Ravager, our own Ravager, if we want to win this game. But, yeah. They probably know how Spellscat works since they're playing Hardened Scales themselves. 2 cards in hand, one of them, well, we don't know anything. Oh, it's in with Nexus. Maybe they don't. 2 cards, that's another Ravager, wow. That's a lot. Yeah, with the combination of Steel Overseer, this will be hard to handle, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what they do. I think I need to block. I'll block the Worker. So, okay, 1 sec. So, they can sack here, they can sack the Worker, put 4. We got 6 counters, 11 counters, 14 counters. Yeah, definitely I can need to walk the Argon Ravager. Did they try to go for it onto the animation mod, the Argon Worker? We do the Spellscat thing. We're not in good shape. I think the Colt. Ravager is our only out, I think, at this point. Maybe they're counting it if I can actually use this in so many modulars. But I can, so. Yeah, Ravager I think could be a kill. With also Ravager and Throne of Geth would almost for sure be a kill. Sacking and proliferating all our cards, and yeah. Puts a counter, we know about this. Take 6 damage. Make 2 servos, 2 Topters. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Ravager? Oh, second Hardened Scales. Okay, so we could the Steel Overseer turned out to be great for them. Is there a line where we can use to win? So we need blockers, right? We need to block most likely everything. I need to block at least these 3 creatures. So I need to leave 3 blockers behind. So I could actually tap one of these. Throne of Geth. I think maybe just getting maybe just getting a Throne of Geth and I would like to really get the second Hardened Scales out. On to 7. So I could get the second Hardened Scales out. Throne of Geth. Don't love that. And then next turn we can actually. We still really need to draw a Ravager. Or we get Throne of Geth and Hangback Walker. Proliferate, sack. Oh, maybe that's the way. Maybe that's the way to go. I think getting both Throne of Geth and Hangback Walker. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. And just maybe play the Hardened Scales the turn after. Nah, yeah, I think I gotta get these down. I mean, they could draw a Ballista and it's all over. Also, there's not many times we can use the Spellskite. One of the reasons to play both Throne of Geth is that it allows us to proliferate twice, but yeah, not gonna happen. Tough match. I mean, double Scales. So Scales also lead Enigma. It's a tough one. If we draw Ravager, we win though. If they don't beat us now, let's see what they drew. If we draw Ballista, attack with everything. We're not dead. Oh, we are dead if they draw Ballista. We need to sacrifice the. Hangback. Let's see. They activate Emoth Nexus. That's cool. Don't really care. Probably have nothing else to do with the mana. Okay. So we'll block here, we'll block here. Yeah, this will kill this Ravager, which is kind of nice. And then we can actually, yeah, I think that's the blocks. Yeah. Oh, they will not. Okay, that's Pendelhaven. I don't care. Two puts a counter. It's 4. That's 4 infect. Still, I don't care. Still didn't get priority. I will sacrifice this, for example. Proliferate these 2 cards. We make 4 servos, so yeah, definitely we draw Scales. Sorry, Scales are Ravager. We win. If we don't draw Ravager,
probably not win, but we have 2 thrones, maybe. Who knows? They're all tapped out. They have 1 emote nexus, but that doesn't really matter. You can shoot it down. Maybe we made it. We did it anyway. Okay, that's a Norbok. Tome of Yakmoth. So that will be 1, 2, 3. So they only have Enigma nexus. I can pay for 3 triggers. Sure, I think we may have this. So I'm gonna play the... this doesn't make... So I will tap the Spells Guide, play Hardened Scales. Get thrown, get down. Oh, that was one too many taps. Oops. Yeah, this doesn't matter. So, I mean, if we sack this and this, we can proliferate this twice. Yeah, this should be a kill, maybe. Definitely lose the mana. I'll attack with everything. So I need to activate the emote. Sure. Now a priority, I can sack Springly Drum, for example. Proliferate. Maybe it's not enough, but we gotta go for it, right? Either try to put counters in the emote, we have Spells Guide, and I have 0 cards in hand. I don't see anything else I want to proliferate, so there you go. Just gonna shoot the emote now. So I'll pay to live with the Spells Guide. I will choose the modular. Pay to live. And we can of course always react to the last. So the modular goes to me, I'll say okay. There counters on the album worker. Ooh, close game, eh? Close game. Sometimes these matches are super fast. Yeah, I have 2 more life for both modulars. So pay 2 more life. Okay. Okay. Counter. Yeah, that'll be a kill. I don't think there's anything they can do to stop it. If they sack this Ravager to itself, that's okay. We just do the same thing, go down to 2. That was a super big mistake to tie with an emote nexus. I don't think they saw this line of play. Yeah, they model it again, but we'll just pay again, 2 life. They don't have any ballista or anything that can kill us. They have a million counters on the Ozolith. Okay. Counter, counter, counter. Shoot. Then sacrifice the other Son of Geth. I will say done. It's 9. And save targets. Yep. We won! Whoa, that was playing against the Hardened Scales Master. No, that was actually rather lucky. Fatal Push is good, Nature's Claim is good, Self Primordium is good, Pithing Needle, not so good. Rest of the cards, I mean, Lurrus doesn't really play that big of a role in this matchup. I saw this, I mean, I've never actually played against this new Nai. I want to see what they actually, I mean, more interested than me. Yeah, so they bring in the same and they take out all the slow stuff. Son of Geth was awesome, but probably did they take out the Spindly Drums? No, they take out the probably animation modules, Son of Geth. I don't think mimics are good. Spellscat was amazing. 2 cards too many. So many cards to bring in and not so many to get out. We are on the draw, so I like all the removal. This card is important to get ahead of mana. Spindly Drum. I don't have this version in paper. This version is much nicer. Mine is like some crazy goblins. What two cards? What do they take out? Misha's Bubble Welding Jar animation. Yeah. We have a lot of things. Maybe we don't want the third mimic. Maybe too many mimics can be a liability. On the draw, maybe. Probably on the draw, I like them more on the play, but on the play, they can kill it. Yeah. Maybe I'll cut. Okay, I'll cut 1 Spindly Drum and. Oh, I mean, Self Primordium is really good with Lurrus. It can really win us the game. Okay, I'll cut 1 Mimic. We don't want to draw too many of them. Let's see. I mean, this matchup is all about scales and whoever draws more scales. I'm pretty sure that, of course, we had. It was actually. Seeing it in perspective, it was good that we slow rolled the second Hardened Scales, because then they didn't have to be so careful, and they got caught a bit by surprise. I mean, I'm not really sure why they choose to tie with the Inkmoth Nexus, but it happens sometimes. Wow. This hand is great, except it doesn't have any way to cast green cards. We're on the draw, they mulliganed. Yeah, this hand is super great if we drew a green source next turn, because we can go Hardened Scales into Seal of Primordium, and then from there we are in good shape. We have 2 draw steps to find a green source. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I gotta get a bit wiser. So what are the odds? So, I don't know if you know about this too, I can talk about this a bit more after the game. There are, how many green sources do we pack? We have 4, 5, 7, 11, 12, 13 green sources. Yeah, the Spindly Drum doesn't really count. It could count actually. So, let's say we're running 15 green sources. We have 2 sample sizes and we only want 1. A 50% chance. So, 50% chance this hand almost for sure wins if we draw a green source, or loses if we don't draw it. I mean, it has spells card. Even if it's not a green source, it's a good hand. We can play the Worker Tone 1. Spindly Drum allows us to, yeah. Tough decision. Okay, I'll keep. I'm gonna be playing a bit of roulette. 50% chance. 48 point something to draw a green source here. They kept this hand at 6. No scales, that's good. We were rewarded, so I'm just gonna play the scales honestly. Pass the turn. Oh man, sorry. So we don't have the video, so you don't see me like coughing badly. So see what they play. It's a hanger back. Lots of options. Oh, Northern Pitland. Okay, so that's super nice. We can play the Ballista. And I think I'm just gonna play Ballista and next turn play Worker and Ravager. Yeah, that's the most aggressive line possible. And since we have skills and they don't, it's every time we use it is we get a bit ahead. They can of course put a counter on it. I'm not sure I shoot this down, or do I? If they cast scales, I will shoot it down maybe. Or I just do I care? No, I don't really care. I prefer to have the counters on my own Ballista. So let's see what they play. They play a third land. Okay, that's because they... Yeah, it's a Ravager, but I don't care about this. They can actually put counters on this, but on the Hangaba, but I don't mind so much. We have removal. We can even bring it back with Lurrus. They put a counter. I can shoot it down and then they sacrifice, but I can also wait and put a million counters on the Walking Ballista and clean them up. Do I save one counter? I do actually save one counter if I do this now, and they get one top tier less. So let's say they shouldn't have done it like this. They should always let me shoot them first. They should watch my videos, and then they would have known that this was not a good idea. So they get a Walking Ballista. Yeah. My turn. See what I draw. Okay, Dano Which is a great draw, so I don't get any damage. I will play Urban Worker. I will play Hangaba Walker. I will sacrifice the Worker. Put the counters on the Ballista. So yes. Yeah. I will attack first. See if they block. And then I get 4 damage in. It's a bigger upside. And then if not, I will just shoot them down. So see, they don't block. They take 4 damage anyway. And now I can shoot the Ravager. Shoot the Ravager. They react and then I shoot again. And then next turn we can cast Lurrus and bring back the Worker. They are down at 3 cards. We're in firm control of the game. Yeah, let's just concede. Yeah, next turn, I mean, we have Seal of Primordium. We can play Seal of Primordium Spellscat. That's a great play. We can play Lurrus and bring back Worker, do the same thing we just did, shoot down whatever they have, keep applying pressure. And we can even cast 2 Seal of Primordials the turn after. I mean, they were completely... And of course I was lucky to draw the green source. But I just... Okay, so I will go over this. Maybe not everybody knows it. So if you want to calculate odds about something happening in your game. This is something called Hypergeometric calculator that kind of calculates... So in this case, you're trying to calculate the odds of more than one... So it's more than one draw step, right? So you could calculate 1 draw step, and that's fairly easy to calculate. You can calculate 2 draw steps, and that's not so easy to calculate because 2 draw steps are not 100% independent from each other. The second draw step, you have already, your population goes down by 1, and the number of successes maybe or maybe not go down in 1, right? So basically, for your second draw, you have a slightly higher probability than your first draw. And then, you need to calculate this. It takes a long time, but you can just go to this webpage and just put Hypergeometric calculator on Google. And then basically, it tells you this cumulative probability. That's the one you want to look at. Of course, you can do this for other things. So what is the probability of not drawing a single green source? That's 51%. So we actually played a bit less than 50% odds, but we were rewarded anyway. This is the cumulative possibility of being more than one. So what is the probability of something happening as it happened? Actually, only 7% of the games we will see what I did, that I just drew 2 green sources in a row. Actually, 3 green sources in a row. That's lucky. I was just lucky. I mean, honestly, that was a lucky game, but we're on the draw already. We had an amazing hand. So it had an extremely high upside, that hand, as we saw. And yeah, the downside was just that we lost. And sometimes I like to take those risks. That's kind of my style. Maybe it's not the best possible, but that's what I do. So what you do when you get into this thing, you basically figure out how many cards you have in your deck. If you haven't started the game, you have 60 cards. If you have done your initial hand, you have 7, right? And if you have taken any mulligan, you always have 53 cards left in your deck, because even if you have put a card back, it's always at the bottom, so it doesn't really affect your calculations. So you can consider that card you will not draw unless you shuffle. So you need to take that into account if you shuffle. If you do shuffle, then you have 54 cards in your deck for some reason. I don't know what you could make you shuffle and not take a card out of your deck, but whatever. You know what I mean, just in case. That's a small case. So you write your population size is the cards in your deck. The number of success in population in this case would be the number of green sources. And I just basically went and counted only the untapped green sources. So I could also count the Llanowar Reborn. I guess it would have been okay to play Llanowar Reborn turn. They would have been pretty bad. So I counted the Blooming Marshes, the Pendle Haven, the Forest, the Llanowar Waste, the Northern Peatland, and the Overgrown Dump. That's what I counted as green sources. That's equals 13. And then we had only 2 Split Drums left in the deck, so I counted both of them. Because we had the Worker, we could actually enable a Hardened Scales on turn 2, thanks to the Worker and the Split Drum. So I was rather fine with that. So we could have played Split Drum turn 1, if we drew it, then Worker and Hardened, so we could play Hardened Scales, Worker and Hardened Scales at turn 2, and then turn 3, we can get the Ballista down. It's not so good as we did, but it was decent enough, I think, that we could win the game, because we had, again, the Seal of Primordium and the Spell Sky, which are great on this match, right? And so what you draw, you put the number of green sources you have, and the sample size is how many cards you have. So how many draws will you see before you actually really need the green source. In that case, I added 2, because if we didn't draw it right away, I was still kind of fine playing it on turn 2, the Hardened Scales, and then getting the Worker down, for example. That was also kind of fine. It was not 100% upside, but it was, let's say, really good upside, because then the turn after we follow up with the Ballista, etc. Of course, we got the best case scenario. We drew 2 lands in a row, and then we were able to just curve out Hardened Scales into Ballista, into Worker and Ravager, and we just overpowered them. They had mulligans, and they kept, I guess, a decent hand with Hangavak and Ravager and Ingmoth, but they kind of... This matchup is all about the Hardened Scales. So if you don't have the Hardened Scales, you lose a lot. So how do I go back to the game? No? No. No, I don't want to concede. How do I... What do I do? It's the first time I do this mid-leak. This? There you go. That's the first. Okay, so I'll take a quick break. I will, of course, edit it out, and I'll get back to you for round 4, where we'll play against another unknown opponent. Alright, we are back for round 4 of this modern league, where we're playing Golgari scales or black-green scales. So far with 3-0. We just beat the Mirror in a pretty close game 1, where we needed all our steals basically to beat them. And some misplays by our opponent, but misplays happen a lot. They had incomplete information when they made the decisions. And then a game 2 where we basically kept a risky hand and we were rewarded. I guess that's the material to win games, is just be lucky. That's basically the too long didn't watch
Yeah, let's see for this fourth game, this fourth match, what's in store for us. So far, 2 Lurrus games and 1 Giganta game. Let's see what Pokemon our opponents bring into the table this time around. Eterotic, and it's a Lurrus, and we don't have green sources in hand. We are again on the draw, and they're keeping 7. 3 green cards. Hand is fine, but not super great. I mean, it's pretty great to withdraw green source. We have 2 draws. Something to money mission model turn 1. Well, you know what? It's the same situation we were before. I mean, it doesn't make sense. If we kept the last hand, it doesn't make sense to not keep this hand, right? Even though we may get discarded the Hardened Scales. Okay, that's black-green, black-red. Yeah, black-red Prowess. Prowess Burn. I think it's black-red Prowess. I've seen this deck. They play Thoughtseize and they play quite a bit of stuff. So let's see. They are seeing what we draw. We don't know what we draw yet. We didn't draw what we wanted. I guess if we kept like that hand, we needed to keep this hand, right? There was no way around it. Burn the draw against a Burn, never an easy matchup. We're at 18. Yeah. Oh, another Misha's. Oh man, they got a fantastic draw. They found another land. They bubbled. Who did they bubble themselves? So they probably even have another one. Wow, 3 calls. Okay, so the Zoo deck is more like Manamorphose. Wow. Super explosive draw by our opponent. Another bubble. Seal of Fire. That's a 5/6 Monk. And a Light of the Stage. Jesus! And find a Drama with a Lightning Bolt. I guess this game we will not win. Because we're at 10 already, and they have Lightning Bolt, and they have Lurrus next turn, and they're drawing an extra card, and 2 extra cards in fact. Wow. And we didn't find a land. We're just gonna concede. There's no way we can get back into this. Yeah, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I mean, I'm curious if we would find a land next turn, no. So, okay, so we are against Zoo. So this black, green, red apparently kind of prowess with Tarmogoyf, I would say. They are playing black cards, so maybe Battle Summer is worth it. Nihil Spellbomb is worth it. Those are the cards I'm looking at. Metallic Mimic not very good in this matchup. Animation Mode not very good in this matchup, and I'm pretty sure Thronogate is also not very great in this matchup. Spellskite! Huh, Spellskite can... Yeah, maybe Spellskite can be good. Not super sure. It's a blocker, at least it's a pretty good blocker. But is it better than Thronogate, for example? I don't know if they play Lava Dart. But they play Tarmogoyf, so that's enough for me to bring in the Nihil Spellbombs. We'll get the Spellskite. I guess we're playing against a new iteration of these Prowess decks. I think everybody's trying to one-up each other, so sort of do the most broken thing, or the thing that works the best against other Lurrus decks. And I guess this card plus Pressure is the best against Lurrus decks. And I think even if we had found the green source, this game we were not gonna win. You know, they could bolt our whatever defensive creature we got into play, then they play Tarmogoyf, and I mean from there we go down to 8, they have a Tarmogoyf, and yeah, there was nothing that we could have done, I think. So I'll start this time around. Lurrus. Sometimes people get these drops, that's okay. It's part of Modern. I think if you don't like to lose turn 3 against a deck like that, holy shit, that is not a great hand. Let's not lie to ourselves. When we look at this hand, we are like, this hand's not great. They're on the draw, but I really don't want to mulligan against this hand, against this deck. So I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna Fatal Push if they play a I could Llanover. I think I'm just gonna play the Llanover Waste and pass the turn. So we play Swiss Spear at 1 drop. I'm pretty sure they also play Soulscar Mage. I'm gonna Fatal Push it. So there's a Blood Creep, shocking. Oh, I have Thoughtsis. That's the worst possible start for us. But I mean, if we mulligan and we go to 6 and they Thoughtseize it, it's even bad also. So we think I have the Worker actually. That's a Ravager. I'm not too interested in playing right now, so I'm just gonna play Llanover Reborn and pass it turn. This hand probably was more fine on the draw than on the play, but still Fatal Push such a good card in this matchup, right? They're gonna shove again, Jesus. That's Swiss Spear. Always no. That's a Soulscar Mage. Okay. If we had an Ozolith, I would kill the Swiss Spear for sure, but being the situation that it is, I think we want to kill the Soulscar Mage. Almost for sure. And yeah, 1 point of damage doesn't really matter so much. Yeah, we're gonna Fatal Push the Soulscar Mage. Well, that's a Spellskite. Well, that's a blocker, as we talked about. I don't love getting Ravager down. I get Spellskite. That's probably our best blocker. I'm not gonna move a counter, of course. And I'm just gonna get the other Llanover Waste down. If they want to remove it by bolting it twice or something, that's fine with us. Manamorphose, that's okay. Good thing about Manamorphose is that whatever they do, they need to do now, before combat, so we can know if we can block or not. No Swiss Spear. No. And that's a black. Fatal Push on ours. Yeah, that sucks, but... So we're gonna take 5. That's a kind of... that's what you don't want to happen against these decks, that they... So we can get Lurrus down. I think I'd rather get Lurrus down next turn and maybe get the Spellskite with it. So we are going to play Arban Ravager, move the counter off the graft, play Worker, play Pendelhaven, pass the turn, and so next turn we can actually get the Spellskite back. Did not draw scales in the whole game. We just bubble. Oh, a fantastic draw for them. Have 3 cards in hand. They just drew this Mishra's Valor, right? They would have played last turn. Seal of Fire. There's a 3/4 now. Okay. Let's see what they do. They target the Arban Ravager. Of course, trying to bait us into sacking the Worker, and then they can blow us up. And that will be, if they have another bolt, that will be 8 damage. We can also sack the Ravager to itself and move the counters over the Worker, but that doesn't really block it, right? So I'll sack the Worker, see if they have a... Actually, it would have been better to actually put the... Yeah, they have a Fatal Push. So this game is gonna be over pretty quick, I think. Actually, we could have done it. We made a mistake. We should put the extra counter on the Worker and leave the Ravager without a counter so we could Pendelhaven it. I will go down to 5. Yeah, we need to take so much damage. They just drew 2 lands and pure gas. Like, fantastic draw by our opponent. We got Lurrus down. I'll take 2 damage. I mean, I'm dead to a Volt, so we're not looking great. Needless to say. But then I have 1 card left in hand. They cannot cast Lurrus. Maybe there's a chance, you know? You're telling me there is a chance. So maybe what I can do is play both workers. Then we have 1 extra blocker. If that's something we want to do, or it's just Spell's Guide. I think I'm just gonna get the extra worker down, so we can actually have 2 blockers. If we keep the Lurrus alive, maybe we can. Oh, we draw an extra card too. I mean, we are very dead this game. This was a tough series of games. Maybe sure mulligan. Both games we can kind of could have mulliganed. Okay, they're lightning bolt us or that. Tough game. This was tough. I mean, I'm not. Maybe we should have mulliganed, but okay. Let's say we mulligan. Let's say we draw random 6 cards. Like, let's say we draw. Let's draw. Oh lord. Yeah, I mean, we can't really. I don't think if we mulligan, they're already 1 card ahead, right? Because they're on the draw. They're 2 cards ahead. Then they Thoughtseize our best card away, which probably would be the Hardened Scales or whatever we found. That's thinking that we draw functional hand. If we draw a random 6 and it's not functional, we basically lost. And then, I don't know, I think that the line was fine. They just had such an explosive draw. Both games that just couldn't beat. Sometimes it happens with this Prowess deck. I mean, Born, this case was more like a Zoo deck, but with Prowess, so Prowess, Zoo, I don't know. This kind of deck sometimes they have. Sometimes we have explosive draws, right? So it's okay. That was a fast game. Yeah, maybe we can watch this game afterwards. But I mean, the logic of keeping a really high upside hand, especially when you're on the draw and you have 2 draw steps to find your green source, it's pretty good. I mean, honestly, I don't know what we could have drawn game 1 that we would not have lost to. Like, I think they had an amazing draw. So, enter game 2. Yeah, maybe we had too many lands, but it was fine. We didn't miss a single land draw. But I think they just had 2 lands and they kept drawing spells. So will this be the 4th Lurrus match of the league? Wow. So I'll keep. We have like Metallic Mimic and 2 Hangarback Walkers. I mean, oh, we're playing against. Let's see. Is this a Escape Shift? No, it cannot be right. It's Lurrus. It's probably Jund. Sacred Foundry. Or it's Burn. Okay, so we're playing against the final boss. Is Burn, Danny, Benchu. Is there something we can do with green? We can Ancient Stirrings. Do we like that? If we play Ancient Stirrings, then we can find something else. Maybe we can find a Ballista that we can use with the Mimic. We put the Animal Reborn. We can cast 2 Hangarback Walkers next turn and put a counter on one of them, which would be pretty potent. Yeah, I think the upside is that we get to use our mana. The downside is that we... So what could we possibly find? Only a Ballista. But I think if we find a Ballista, it's almost worth it, right? So let's Ancient Stirrings instead of Lana Waterborne. See if we can find a Ballista. That's 17. Funny they have wooded foothills of all the lands. But I guess it doesn't matter, they only like mountains. Okay, that's a Ballista, yeah. So we're gonna get a Ballista. Any order. So we actually need to be extremely careful next turn. Maybe I'm not even going to go for it. It depends what they have in hand. So what they do. Like now they have open space to like bolt us twice and then attack for 9 and leave us to 10, but then we play 4 creatures in 1 turn, right? Then we can even name Topter with the Hangarback. So what did they do? Reef Bolt. Wow, they're playing Reef Bolt.
Maybe they have. Oh no, they don't have a light at this stage. This is extremely risky to play the Metallic Mimic into open mana. So I'm not sure if I want them to tap out. So next turn we will take 5 at least. Will they even tap out? We could also just play one of the. We could play one of the Metallic Mimics and not cast anything, making them think that we don't have any other construct. I actually like the line. I like the line. So I will do this. So I'll play Metallic Mimic as a blocker, so to say. If they bolt it or if they lava dart it, I'll just say construct. That's a priority. Okay, I'll play a Hangerback. Let's see. Okay, so play another Hangerback. Next turn we can put this Metallic on top there. The reason I saw he was just passing, that's why the reason I cast it. I mean, it's kind of using a bit MTGO, but I guess it compensates the fact that. So what are they targeting us? Compensates a bit the fact that you cannot read people on MTGO. You can only see what they are actually doing with their. Maybe we should play this Runaway Waste. Maybe it would have been good to get a. I'm not sure what I will play next turn. Okay, let's see the attack. Probably take it. Or block with one of the Hangerbacks. Yeah, I want to keep my life total sort of high. So I'll block with one of the Hangerbacks. Not take any risks. So that's Searing Blaze. Oof. If you have, yeah, 3 damage. Yeah, take 3 damage. That's okay. Like a servo, flying servo. So a top tier. They have 1 card in hand, 12 life. Okay, that's an Igmoth. So we can play this on top tier. Yeah, I like that. We can attack with these 2 guys. Play this on top tier. Play down our ways. Yeah. So I'll just attack. These 2. Then I will play this on top tier. So this way, if the Hangerback Walker dies. So notice I didn't tap the Pendelhaven because this Hangerback Walker is still a 1/1. So if they lava dart it or some of, it could be that it's relevant, you know, to Pendelhaven it. Sunbay Canyon. I don't know the Great Rebel. Sure. I'm guessing they will not attack. So they must have something. I will block and it's okay. They of course can shoot it down now with Lightning Helix, I guess. They'll take 3 damage for it, so 2 damage for it, so that's a Lightning Helix, Flowers Trigger. Oh, Boros Charm. So you do 4 damage. Why would they do this? We take 4 damage, we got 2 servos. So yeah. The doctors in it. An option we have is maybe not a bad one. is I'm thinking I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack with all. No. So they are at 8, 1 card in hand. I want to cut them to. So if we attack with everything, so all this, they take 6, 7, they go down to 5. Yeah. We're still gonna cast Lurrus, that's just something I realize now. So if we attack with everything and they don't block, we put a counter here. That's 2, 4, 8, 9, and then 11, so they cannot cast any other spell. Or they die. I think I like that. It's very aggressive. Is it too aggressive though? Is it too aggressive to do that? Or is it just better to attack? I mean, if they block, it's kind of bad. But if they block, we can always shoot a Swift Spear. And or you can trade it. We're not casting anything anyway. So it's better that this Eidolon stays alive for us. So I'm thinking I'm gonna attack with the... I think I'm just gonna attack with the Topters and leave the rest behind. Then I can even block with an Igmoth if I want to. So they go down to 7. And next turn we can win. We have 1 card in hand, nothing to get back. Yeah. Interesting game. So this is more like traditional burn with Eidolon and everything. It was nice that we didn't have to cast any other spell. Maybe we could have pawned the Ballista right away, but I actually like to have the Pendelhaven option and a blocking auction in the Igmoth Nexus. Because next turn, you know, if we're able to block with the Igmoth Nexus, we kind of win. Unless they have Crash Through or something. They have 2 cards in hand. Let's see. They can't really, unless they connect with both cards. I mean, unless they have exactly two Warrior's Charms. But if they have 2 Warrior's Charms, we can put a counter. No, we cannot kill them if they have 2 Warrior's Charms. They can take 4 damage. Yeah. So, let's see, they're attacking. I will make this Igmoth creature. Unblock the Swift Spear. Do I want to let this go through? I'll do it like this. Then next turn I can attack 4, 5, 6, and whatever 7. Yeah. So I'm gonna target the Igmoth. Make them cast a spell. I want them to cast spells, basically. If not, they just lose the Swift Spear and we keep the Igmoth. They draw a card. That's good for us. It's funny, Zelion has done more damage to them than to us. Yeah, they cast nothing, so they just lose the Swift Spear. We actually have lethal in board. Unless they have an interaction. So it's Goblin Guide. Okay, so we can actually pump this and also move counters. That's super nice. Well, we could do this already. So we are going to so we attack with everything. Let's say they block. Of course, they will block here. We pump. Yeah, but then they only have 2 cards in hand, so they even need to attack with this. But for sure, we'll block. So I can put the counters here and then if they shoot this one I have, it's 4-6. Let's attack with everything. Let's go for the win. So this will connect as 5. I can actually target the walking ballista. Put a counter on it. Then here takes 5, goes down to 2, and then I can shoot him for the win. Nice. Ooh. The game. Alright. Take a second to let them out their attack. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for that. Yeah, let's see what we have for this matchup. Yeah, final pushes are good. Nature coins are good. Seal of Primordium is only really good. I mean, they also have this artifact that kind of keeps you from, like, they put a charges on it. But I don't know if they'll bring it in. If I see they bring it in, I will bring Seal of Primordium in later on. Animation module, not the greatest card against it. What do people bring? I mean, sometimes, you know, you have this assumption that these will do this and that, and then people do different things. They actually take Ancient Strings out, which is kind of funny. But they do leave the Metallic Mimics in this matchup. Yeah, I guess against Burn. Against Prowess you don't want Metallic Mimics, but against Burn you do. Throne of Gets, not the greatest card. No, still Seer, Throne of Gets, animation model. I guess we could use the same logic. I mean, I have never even considered taking out the Ancient Strings, and I think that's what Cyborg has there sometimes for. You can kind of draw inspiration as like, okay, what's the plan? And clearly the plan of Nice Rick or whatever the name is not to lose a lot of time playing Ancient Strings. Also, Ancient Strings kind of balance Idol, and now that I think about it. So this seems solid. This seems like a good cut, and we bring in the removal and the Nature's Coins to gain some life. Solid. Metallic Mimic, as we saw, really good, allowing us to put 3 constructs in play turn 2. Lurrus making appearance. Hasn't made many appearances this game. We are on the draw. We'll keep this hand. We have interaction. We have the Another one. We have Ozolith. If they don't play a creature turn 1, then I'm gonna probably go. It depends on what I draw. If I draw a line or not. They keep. And oh, that's a Swift Spear. I'm probably gonna kill it. We really don't want this guys to stick around too long. Yeah, worst case scenario you can play Ozolith turn 2, so yeah, I'm just gonna play the Snow Covered Swamp. Seems to be the card we draw when we are like low on lands. And pass the turn. Let's see. So they will attack. I will for sure. I mean, even if they play an Eidolon, do I care enough? Should I be patient? It's only 1 point of damage, so maybe I just want to kill an Eidolon. Probably will do much more damage to us. So I'll be patient. Maybe they have light up the stage and we get punished. This playing around Eidolon, not casting the Fatal Push. Casting the Fatal Push doesn't. So they do have the Eidolon. So I will shoot that. I don't take 2 damage also, but we could have taken much more damage. So sort of happy with that. We're still on the draw. Oh, we didn't find a land. I don't consider that our one to be a land. It's just something that will put a counter on our creature and give us a land later on. So they're carving out another Swiss people. They have a potent draw. Let's say no. I'm just gonna pass it. I have nothing to do. Reef Bolt. Well, that's good, you know, because we could have taken a ton of damage this turn. Inkmoth Nexus, that's interesting. So let's plan ahead. You can play both the Worker and the Ravager. That's a play. You can put the counters. Should we put the counters on the Worker? Yeah, that will give us an extra counter, right, when we sacrifice it. Because we'll have 2 counters on the Worker, 2 counters, that will be 3, 4. Wow, we'll get a 4, 4, 6. We'll get a 6, 6 Ravager down. Sound kind of appealing. Another option is to play Ballista, move a counter and shoot down one of this. That doesn't seem so appealing. Then the reality, we can almost go for a kill the turn after if we survive. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm not sure if this is a good play. I just need to see it in action. Bad thing is I should have played a Ravager first, that's for sure. If it dies, I can still move the counters, but that's not the dream. Yeah, I should totally play the Ravager first. That's game losing, actually. Does it resolve? Opponent! Does it resolve? It's bad. It's bad. I should play Ravager first. At least this way we could aside the Ravager and move the counters to the Emoth. Okay, it did resolve. That tells me they maybe have some sort of interaction. Do I want to sacrifice it now, the Worker? Yeah, that's a good question. Should we sacrifice it now? They've thought about it a long time. So if I don't sack it now, what's happening next turn? They have also removal, I block and then sacrifice, and then they get trigger counters. So I think the biggest upside is to sacrifice. So yield. Alright. And you know, we can always get the counters back on the other if the Ravager dies. And maybe they don't have a way to deal with it. Maybe a path. I think these decks do play path, but did not even pop this. Interesting. Looking for lines. So they suspend, they do 3 damage to any target. It's gonna be me, I guess. Yeah. Prowess, 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 prowess. So down to 11. Thing is, we draw a land, we can even kill them with Ballista. Okay, so they... Let's see, maybe we have an Emoth kill next turn if for some reason our opponent just plays Lurrus and does nothing else. Seeing Blazes, take 3 damage. We could sack it, but, I mean... Do we die? We were dead, in fact, we should have actually sacked. Balls it. They become 4/4s and we die. Yeah, we should have sacked it actually. If we sack it, bad place. If we would have sacked it, then the Seeing Blaze misses, and then they can actually bolt us then, and then they just kill us, right? Yeah. So because we would be at 11, but they would be 4/4, 8. Yeah, they just kill us anyway. Okay. Oh, I could have sacked the Ozolith. Oh. Yeah, but then I block, I lose all the counters. I mean, I cannot block both, I lose all the counters. We're screwed. Yeah, it's okay. Let's pretend that we're bad players or we don't know what their cards do. Not that was the case. So yeah, extremely fast draw by our opponent. We did not have much time. I still like the idea of Fatal pushing the Eidolon. We would have taken so much damage by casting Ozolith. Yeah, that was a good play, I think. I think the list is fine. Still to draw a bit better. And we're now on the play, so I think that's probably gonna matter. So we draw a fast hand that can let us overcome. This hand has 3 lands, Springleaf Drum. You know what, that this hand just doesn't do anything. Like, this hand just dies to them killing our creatures, and then we have nothing going on for us. So we are gonna mulligan. This hand does just slightly more. It does more. What to bring down? So one of the options could be to play Springleaf Drum turn 1, then Worker, tap, Hardened Scales. That's kind of bad. Yeah, Springleaf Drum is not good here. Ancient Stillings is not good here. We could also start with just Ancient Stillings finding a land. So how does this run, right? So we play Hardened Scales turn 1. Turn 2 we can look for a land, get Worker down. I think that's probably the best line. I think the Springleaf Drum is not the best card. I think we have an interaction with Fatal Push. I don't know, it's costing us some life for sure this game. Is it Worker worth it? Yeah, Worker will be worth it, I think. So done. Is it better to look for a land first and then Hardened Scales? Or better to wait to see if we can draw a land and then Hardened Scales? I think I like the higher upside play, which is playing Hardened Scales first. Take a bit more damage maybe. But they did mulligan, right? Yeah. That's good. So they shock and they disenchant. No? They Spear. Oh, Goblin Guide. Okay, so we have actually a double. I mean, we have a big. Come on, Goblin Guide, find me the way to the land. Ancient Strings. Brutal. Yeah, we need to take damage, cast Ancient Steerings. Find wastes. Any order. Probably play the wastes and pass, and next turn play, hopefully we draw lands and play both Arbang Worker and Ravager. Yeah, I mean not ideal, of course, this how this game has turned out, drawing the painful lands. We want them to tackle this once more, and we had some intel basically. This is the only land that was also in the Ancient Stage, which is kind of funny. White this time around, they disenchant. Not much we can do about that. I guess we can bring it Mardu Lurrus later on. Land, no land. Yeah, I just need to fight or push him. I don't know the difference between these two modes. We'll fight or push him. Okay, they missed a land drop. They're also struggling for lands. We also need land, so let's go. Let's go find them. Immoth Nexus, Arbon Ravager. Immoth Nexus it is. Any order.
Play the worker. Can always move the counters to the north. Yeah, low resource game actually. Not a goblin guide. Isn't they just drew it? Oh, they disenchanted last turn. Holy moly, now we're not able to draw. I'm gonna fatal push it again. Oof, we're dying from these Dino Reborns. So sad. We are not able to draw. And for sure, they have an answer to Lurrus, so that's not an option. I really want another Green Swords before I commit to Lurrus. They know about this Hangabag Walker. So I'm gonna play the Hangabag Walker, block with a worker, move the counters, maybe the Hangabag Walker, and pass the turn. Yeah. Have to make a wall, let's say. We didn't find how many times did the rolling guide attack us? Like 3. We didn't find a single land. It's pretty bad. Okay, they found a land. It's good for them. Double red. This Searing Blaze. Okay. So yeah, can block. But then, oh boy. So well, that's a very marginal list. Should we just attack with the Emoth Nexus and hold on with Argon Roger until we get Hardened Scales down? Because next turn we get Scales down, sack, that's 2, 4, 6, 7, no, that's not enough. Yeah, I think we need to attack. We actually need to win the game at some point also. I think I'm just gonna get the Ravager down. And see if we can actually get ourselves a Lurrus next turn that brings back the Hardened Scales. Found the third land. Let's see, Spear. Yeah, red. Now a spike down to 7. Yeah, I probably should not have attack with one of these guys. I did not expect a Swift Spear. Red. Another lava spike, Jesus Christ. It's a 3. Let's make a count, shall we? We can do. They have one card in hand, they can draw one here. 1, 2. So we sack it. If we play afterwards, we'll not have. So they will attack us now, right? They don't have anything they can do, no. So next turn, thinking next turn. We have time, right? So find Lurrus, get a Hardened Scales. Then we can sack maybe 1 if we draw land. 2, that's 4. 4, that's 6. On counter, that's 8. That will be a 9-9. That will be not enough. What do we do? Do we block? And then they need to draw 2 burn spells to kill us? Oh, I wish we didn't attack with this. So bad. We're bring the Hardened Scales back. Yeah, let them attack. Maybe they don't attack. They do. We don't totally lose. We don't totally lose our counters.
Why did I attack with the top there? That was so bad. One card in hand. I mean, okay, so I'll just block here. Say, okay, they don't have trample. That doesn't really matter. I will move the counters over our friend, the Iron Worker. Yes. Actually, I need to take 1 damage to get Lurrus down. It's kind of bad. So then any bolt kills us. Damn it, man. What a tough game. But if we don't get Lurrus back... Wow, this game got really hard really quickly. Be awesome to have drawn something to do with that Swiss Spear. But we didn't. So we draw Lurrus, we cast Lurrus. Actually, we also need to pay 1 to get the... Wow, that's super bad. So... so they actually can also cast Lurrus. Either draw land. So it died to a bolt if we cast Lurrus, but if we don't cast it... I mean, I think if we cast Lurrus, we also cast the Hardened Scales, right? And we just go for a high upside play of killing them the turn after. Because if we don't cast Lurrus, let's see how this game works. So I play the Worker, I block. Maybe I draw another untapped Black Source, which I don't have that many of. Then I can cast Lurrus. Then I can cast Hardened Scales. That gives them yet another turn to find. I think we just need to cast Lurrus. Take our chances. But it doesn't really matter. And get the Hardened Scales also down. We have a life linker at that point. You know, and that's what. Yeah. So we just leave it up to our opponent. They need a bolt. If they have a bolt, they win. If they don't, we win, I think. Okay, they do. No, that's 3? What? Screw the critics. Okay, we're gonna die anyway. Nothing we could have done. It happens. Another 3-2. This was the worst kind of 3-2, going 3-0 and then 3-2. That was not so good. Not so fun. Yeah, what happened these games? We beat them nicely first game, but then, man, our draws were not there. We took so much. Basically, this game we lost because of land waste. If we had drawn Blooming Marshes instead, we would have lived for sure. And if we wouldn't make any difference. Okay, let's see if we leave the Topter back last turn. We block with the Topter. Then we have a Ravager with 2 counters. Then we do this thing we just did when we get back the Lurrus. Sack. No, it would not have made any difference. The disenchant on that Hardened Scales turn 1 was pretty rough. And they just drew 3 lines, even though they took a bit to come up, they had like so much damage, 2 Ovling Guides. So we took basically 12 damage directly to the face and the rest were attacks. I don't know if there's anything we could have done. Let's watch the video, shall we? And learn. I mean, even if we had blocked. So game 1 we won pretty tight. Game 2 we just got super wrecked, I guess. Let's see. I don't remember what happened on this game.
Yeah, we play Lurrus. Yeah, we kept this hand, which was a bit sketchy. They just had Swiss Spear. I remember we killed the Eidolon, and then we actually were in a decent shape this game. So we take an extra damage here from the Swiss Spear. Take it. They play the Eidolon. We kill it. We go take 2 more. Yeah, we play the Oscillate now. This could have been 2 more damage if we had killed that. So we had killed Swiss Spear instead. So I think that was a good play to kill the Eidolon. They play another Swiss Spear, and that's I think when it got a bit nasty. They revolted. Yeah, with 2 Swift Spears down. I mean, yeah, that was a bit of a bad play. And yeah, I remember what happened here. We just died turn 4. Yeah, the only way we could have won this game is by sacking the Oscillate when I didn't sack it. Maybe if we didn't do this thing, in that case I just bolt the Ravager, and then when we sack it, they revolt. We go down to 11, and then they have both Searing Blaze. Maybe here what I should have done, and that's true. That's probably the play. That's my mistake. I should have sacrificed the Ravager to itself here. I die anyway, right? It's true, I die anyway. So if they have another bolt, I would be at 11, right? Because Searing Blaze would not resolve, but then they bolt me, and then they kill me anyway. So yeah, double Swiss Spear games. We just didn't have enough removal to keep up with how fast their draw was. I mean, they used all their mana except 1, I think, and they had basically 3 bolts, and yeah, that was a long damage. I mean, I don't know what we could have done that would have improved our chances in this game. And replay game 3. I'm much more comfortable against Prowess than I am against Burn, by the way. I think the Prowess matchup is much easier. It's raining so much today, so annoying. So this hand did nothing. This hand was not great. Only 1 January waste, but going to 5 is a death sentence. So let's see, what do we do here? They play Gauntlet. No, they play Golgari. They attack us. We don't find a land. I mean, that's a bit unlucky, honestly. I think of course we were luckier in the previous rounds, but yeah. I think we got attacked 3 times by a Golden Guide, and we didn't find a line. So here we're already 16 from the damage we're taking. They disenchant our Hardened Scales. We don't find our land again. Not a fatal push. Keep on trying to find lands. Maybe that was the mistake, actually, getting the Zemo Nexus instead of the Overgrown Tomb. It would have been like that would not have taken damage. Yeah, but and not yet another Goblin Guide. And here I was like, yeah, should have blocked. Maybe should have blocked. Actually, no, I should shoot it down, right? So see, we've taken both photo pushes and the Hardened Scales. We've taken a ball basically to the face thanks to that. Yeah, and then here they draw a line and they have the Searing Blaze for the Hangabag Walker, which was rough. Yeah, if I had played, maybe there I wasn't supposed to play. If I had played the Ravager, I could have sacked the Ravager to itself. Or, yeah, I could have sacked the Ravager to itself and at least misses 3 points of damage. And then we'd have a Hangabag now. Maybe I'm supposed to cast Lurrus in this spot. Just cast it. But for sure they had a way to remove it and getting nothing out of it, so yeah, that was Spike. I mean, that was Spike us twice, we didn't really know they could do this. But maybe Lurrus was the best play. Just playing Lurrus there, actually we probably would have died, we would have had to take a bad block. Maybe we would have gained some life, yeah. Yeah, probably the mistake here was playing the Hangabag Walker instead of the Ravager. The situation would have been so much better if we had 3 more life to spare. We could have had the Hardened Scales back, and then we can come back from there because we have a Lurrus. Even if they kill it, we can still, we can still win if we draw a Ravager. But in this situation, how it was, Yeah, so I think maybe playing the Ravager there and playing against Searing Blaze was a mistake. I didn't think about it. I was just more... Yeah, I don't know. Searing Blaze, what a card. But yeah, that's the leak once again. Thank you for watching. We can open the chest. I was hoping to open a bit more than one chest, but let's open the one chest. We got a card. I don't know what. Fauna Shaman. Search library for creature card, read them in your hand, and shuffle your library. So some sort of another one of these. It's insane. Another derpy monster. I guess the NTGO is telling me something. But yeah, 35 play points. That's super nice. I was pretty happy with the deck. Honestly, it ran pretty smooth. Spellscat was amazing on the mirror. I'm not sure if I would change anything, to be honest. I mean, we did not bring in the Torpor Orb, but that's because we didn't play either against Titan or combo decks. Animation model was started out so much. I mean, we played against Burn twice, I guess, and well, not Burn. We lost against both aggressive matchups, which is kind of normally we're good against that. The card I'm thinking to change is Phyrexia score. I just don't see enough Stony Silence maybe to grant having it, and the cost of a colorless land is pretty high. You know, just not being able to cast the Lurrus really takes we would like to cast the Lurrus, but also I need to think what I would like to add. So I think if I want to be super safe, we would probably add the second swamp to increase the likelihood of Lurrusing. Because green, you only need one source, but black you need two for Lurrus. Because if we add the Nurturing Pillar and an Overgrown Tomb, then we even get more damage to ourselves. Maybe we should add an Overgrown Tomb. That can actually increase our likelihood of casting Hardened Scales. I'll probably run this next league. I'm not making many changes right now. I think I like how it ran. I like Metallic Mimic. We draw two a couple of times, but they were good because they have also good interaction with Hangabag Walker. The rest of the deck seems pretty solid. 22 lands, 2 Land Overborns that are not land, 3 Spinleaf Drums. I think if you want to cut something to make some experiments, it's probably what either Spinleaf Drum or Metallic Mimic. Silver Seer was great for our opponent when we played against them on the mirror, but yeah, I definitely could have used some paths maybe in the main decks in some of these matches, but then if we don't have the mimics, that also slows us down. So I don't know. I think in general the list ran very, very smooth. Maybe we could change the Torpor Orb and a Pithing Needle for one more Damping Sphere, one more Nihil Spell Bomb, even one more Fatal Push could be an option. An extra Nature's Claim could be an option. If we play an extra Nature's Claim, maybe I'll probably take out the Seal of Primordium, which is mainly for the Chalice of the Void matchups. But we need something for that, so I'm happy having it. Overall, like a fun league, but definitely the results in the end were a bit like, wow, we got pretty brutalized by those aggressive decks, I must say. We did not stand a chance, and maybe game one, Path to Exile could have helped, but yeah. As I said, it's a deck building cost to anything you do, right? But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys or girls, whatever gender or anything, any gender you may have. I will see you next time for some more Hardened Scales content. Let me know, would you like to see me play something else than Hardened Scales? I mean, I enjoy Hardened Scales so much, and I'm trying to become kind of the Hardened Scales YouTube maker. So if you have questions regarding Hardened Scales, you can always come and see all the different versions, all the newest builds. But sadly, you know, like Hardened Scales also is a kind of a tight deck, so there's not a lot of innovation that can be done with it. I own Red-Green Midrange in Modo, and you know, I have this Luca version that I think is better than all the other Luca versions I've seen. Maybe I will change this for Green Lawn Answer. But I love this deck also, and it's been really performing super well when I played it. I haven't played in a long time, but let me know if you're interested in this kind of content also. I could play. I also have Yakmoth. I know I have the cards on MTGO. I'm not renting them. I'm stupid, but what can I do? I'm just a card holder. You know, that's what it is. I'm the card holder, in fact. So yeah, Yakmoth I could also stream, but I'm not so comfortable with it, and I don't think it's that well positioned right now because Yakmoth has CMC more than 2. And also I have Titan, you know. Titan is also a deck I love to play. Played a million different versions of it. I know it inside and out. That's probably the deck that I play the most, and I've had also most success with. Yeah, so if you're interested in content for any of these other decks like Right Green Midrange, Titan, or Yakmoth, let me know in the comments, and I can make a league with that. May try to make a tutorial league where we go slowly about the decision making, and we see if you guys like that too. So, but yeah, the start of the show, and I think one of the most fun decks to play in the entire Modern is Hardened Scales. Hardened Scales is super fun. If you haven't tried it, don't be afraid to try it. I can just watch some videos and you'll pick it up pretty easily, and then you'll make some mistakes and you'll learn from them. But don't overthink the list, you know, just copy paste this list, copy paste any list you see, it doesn't matter. Actually, most of the games doesn't matter if you have a spell guide. I mean, it matters, you know, it matters one game in the whole league. Most of the games doesn't matter if you have Nihil Spellbomb or Fatal Push or Path to Exile or whatever. Most of the games you just win with Ravager, Ballista, Hangavac, and Emoth Nexus. The rest of the cards are just there because you need 60 cards in the deck. I wish I could play like 10 Ravagers. Anyway, I'll see you next time.